Igbo bụ Igbo ekele m unu. Udo dịrị nwoke, udo dịrị nwanyị. Ya gaziela eke, ya gaziela ori, ya gaziela afọ, ya gaziela nkwọ. Aha ibe jiri ma mma. Asị nye gbakwala nwoke, ya gbakwala nwanyị. Ọma mere onye ya mere ibi ya o. Ụgbọghọrọ mịara m ya mịakwara nwunye di m. Nwunye di m ghọrọ m aghọrọ. Kesu ụgbọghọrọ ibi ya mina. Eskwara na aṅụrụ m dị iche ya gachie. Igbo bụ Igbo, anyị abịala ikwu okwu banyere ihe dị mkpa gbasara ire. The tongue, the sacred tongue. We have discussed about the sacred skull. We have discussed about the sacred heart. Today, we are discussing the sacred tongue. The connectivity between the skull and the heart is the tongue. Bind the eye, man will still live. Bind the ear, man will live. Bind the nose, man will breathe. Leave the nose, leave the ears open, leave the eyes open. Bind the tongue, man will not survive. Leave the mouth open, but bind the tongue, the man is dead. That life is taken. That is to say, the tongue, in as much as it connects to the heart, is the source of the pool of blood. That blood that we have no river to identify it anywhere in the world. We don't know the mystery behind the flow of blood in man. And we don't know that energy or that mechanism that pumps this blood with the heart is the tongue. That which the heart conceives, the skull imagines, the tongue proclaims. That becomes a man. In the animal nature of our culture, we prepare the sacred tongue as a seal of Trinity amidst the sacred skull, the sacred heart, and the sacred tongue. Omire. That is to say, when the king speaks, it happens. When they proclaim, it happens. This power is what the pastors, the general overseers, tend to imitate, tend to create or formulate in their quest of being ministers of the gospel. The power of the gospel unto the salvation of mankind lies with the king, while the tongue amidst the skull and the heart of the king is the prophet. The evangelist is a latter-day revolution, a messenger. So, we are all messengers, and the message is being passed only with the tongue for all ears to hear. And that which is true is truth. And when the tongue utter it, it will be acceptable by men. This has been manipulated. This has been changed face. These are the codes that have never been decoded in the write-ups of our ancient black ancestors. They are the people that decipher the secret code of life. They are the people that wrote the book of the Otua in Paradise. Have you heard of that book before? The book called Otua in Paradise. It's not written by any white man. Its origin is traced back to the first black people that existed on earth, back to the lineage of my own family. It is called Otua in paradise. Na paradise. I use English anyway. Otua na paradise. It's a book written by the first black race that lived here on earth. They are not white. I have researched a lot of secrets, how it all begins. And this book were written in code and number, symbols and signs. There were no language. I have seen this book in my vision. It has been shown unto me. I understood what it is. Let me share you an interesting story. But before the story, let us go to the sacred tongue. The origin and the secret code of creation was written by our fathers, the blacks. It was handed over again from the same God unto mankind by Moses, after it was given to Abraham. The first male of the pearl of great price in the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints that has never been interpreted or decoded till today is the first male that showcases the sacred tongue, the sacred seal, and the sacred scroll prepared by Abraham. Even the church that possesses doesn't know what it means. This is what makes us be able to call, and this heaven will open, God will talk. This secret is what will make us even call. Jesus Christ will come down and speak. If they exist, the sacred skull, the sacred heart, and the sacred tongue principle is the Trinity, a revelation from the discernment of the throne of the Father towards the opening of the chambers of heaven and all elements of creation. This is the secret where it lies. Who can prepare such today on earth? It's only the high prince. So that is why the nation of Biafra is not because we want Biafra. It is not because man is agitating for Biafra. It is because it is a signed deal, a signed nation of the God himself. Amadioha. And that is the nation where Jesus Christ will sit and rule the earth when he comes. Talk that Dr. Charles Chukwuemeka Amanze revealed this unto this generation and look forward to it. Until Biafra comes, there's nothing like the second coming of Christ. It might sound very funny, it might look very stupid to your ear, but this is the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. The awaited kingdom where the Son will reign upon a throne is the kingdom of Biafra. It is ruled by throne. It is not by politics. The kingdom of Biafra is not a political kingdom. I have seen this in my dreams. I have seen this as a vision. I have been given this as an instruction. And I will only play my part. You are out there to also do your own part. Obedience is not the solution. Jagaban is not the solution. Articulation is not the solution. The solution is peaceful dissolution, so that we can take care of ourselves independently, nobly, as we are, according to that which we have been made to represent. That is just the truth. Anything less than this, we will continue to yell and wail. We will continue to be in confusion until the right thing is done. So the connectivity of the skull and the heart is the tongue. That is the omire. Omonani. Okay, ruler mbaije eme ekwu eme. Ale ekwu ekwu yala eme owu kejire kaya. Obu ihe ndị iche mere. Ọkwa na ihe eji achị mba. Ọ bụghị ihe eji eme politics. Because we have lost this part, individually on their own begin to practice witchcraft. So we cannot discern which one is evil and which one is good. Because what? The Sacred Heart is not there. We can't discern it. So every wind can always push us around. We cannot have a thought of a new invention of what to do and how to conquer the enemy, because the sacred score has been taken away. We don't even have a balance. So we cannot discern, we cannot initiate, we cannot build that which the Father have given us as a leverage which we will stand on. We neglected it. So how do you think we will come up? We will only be servants. When we, whatever thing we can create, we will go back to serve them. Even in our nobility, we will go back to serve. That is who that's supposed to serve you. You are not the one serving him. The thing is upside down. So the cross is upside down like this. That is why the evil is there. So it's time to turn the cross properly. And that thing that will turn the cross properly is going back to the root of the culture. And the only nation that can harness that is the nation of Biafra. That is the only place creation started. That is where the whole thing began. I have seen it. I know it to be the truth, the whole truth and nothing but the truth. I testify to you that the kingdom of the black nation is rooted here in the East. And there is none that is responsible who has the calling or the obligation whatsoever except the Igbo race. Count my teeth and read my lips. It is a fact, a firm and unshakable truth. You might not like it. You might not like it, but this is the truth. The Igbo is the principal tribe of the black race. It's Igbo and others according to black is concerned. And when it comes to the world, it is black and others. Black first. Both in the realm, it is black first. All invention, all activities. So why are we being used and being controlled? Why are we being allowed to be taken over in this manner? It is time to restore our identity. It is time to begin to call upon the angels that God gave unto us, like Oparog, Ezog, Kamanu, Amadioha, Woku Anambra, Eze Manwi, Ezudo, Ezigwe. And they have mentioned our own angels and spirits and gods and goddesses. Forget St. Andrew and St. Michael. These are people's names. Those scores that they are carrying around in their church. That is whom they give us their names to worship. It's not your God. So we will have our own way to call our God, and this heaven will open. We will hear his voice. And he has gone away. He has backed us and has closed the veil. He has rolled the heavens closed that we cannot hear from him, as if he is afar. No, he is still here. We need to do the right thing to be able to hear from him. Moses did not call this same God that we are calling. Moses invoked him. Oh. So does it mean that we cannot invoke him? Does it mean that Moses is special or something? No, there are things that Moses prepared and enabled him as instructed by the God to be able to talk to him anytime in the tabernacle. So that same God that opens tabernacle and come and talk to them of old, why can't he come and talk to us now? Then and someone is telling you, calling him to come is diabolic. I mean, it's time we wake up. It is time, you Africa, to wake up. I try to read the Bible in my language, not in the language of the interpretation in Igbo. No. When reading the Bible in my language, I mean is studying it with the tongue of my fathers, not what the people think it means. I now understood that Bible is all about culture and tradition. So why is practicing the culture now evil? Since I took up the calling as Amadioha messenger, I have become the worst man on earth. They see me as the evil man. I am now maybe strange. I mean, come on, get out of that shell and stand up to yourself. I mean, I don't know. How did Amadioha have become the devil today? How Amadioha have become Satan? I have not seen anywhere they say he's Satan or agent of Satan. So why all this? I mean, I'm telling you, let us wake up to our responsibility all over the world and take up the mantle and stand up for that which is right. That is our obligation. When the Trinity of creation is set up, the sacred skull, the sacred heart, and the sacred tongue prepared, then we will speak and it will happen. When the vision comes, it will be one in all of us mind. We will see it as the first person saw it. We will know the truth. We will know how to approach it. And we will know how to defeat the enemy. This is the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. It's just a message. I am a messenger of Amadioha, the King of Kings. I don't know the God you represent. I represent Amadioha. I don't know your own God that you represent. Call his name for me. Jesus Christ is the younger brother of Kamano, which you call. Jesus Christ you call is the younger brother of Kamano Ezog, which I call. You understand? I know the family. I belong to the family. I don't know the family you belong. So this is me. And this is the gospel I bring to you. The gospel of peace, the gospel of love, the gospel of unity, the gospel of freedom. That is what I bring to you. And that is the gospel of Amadioha, the King of Kings. He rules above all, both in heaven and the heavens of all heavens. Amadioha rules. He sits on his throne always with his scepter. He is the king that all other kings bow before. There is no power above him, neither is there any authority that speaks after him. I know these things to be true, and I testify to you in the name of the Father, in the name of the Son, in the name of the Holy Spirit.